3. Golden State up by 3. Second quarter, Draymond Green to Jonas Jerebko.
Was that a sweeping hook?
That was a sweeping hook. It was like George Mikan back in Minnesota. Curry with the moves and the layup. There's a lot going on here. Kind of dribbled through everybody.
I get the feeling Steph makes layups sometimes just to remind everybody he can do something other than drain them from deep.
And crossover, side step threes.
Yeah, that too. And that's
over length.
That's just the whipped cream on top.
Golden State up by a dozen at the break, and then things get interesting. Cat working on Andrew Bogut. Bogut's second game with the Warriors. Towns had 26 and 21.
Man.
But then Steph Curry has 22 in the third quarter, including 14 straight to finish the quarter. Fifth time this season he's had 20 or more in a quarter, which ties James Harden for the most in the NBA.
And that's just when he's going into that next zone, guys. He's so much fun to watch sometimes when he's playing off of whoever his screener is and just embarrassing the defenders.
Just ridiculous. Kevin Durant gets into the act. He knocks down a 3 and another 3. He had 17 points. And the Warriors finish their road trip 3-1 with a 117-107 win.
Shot 42 three-point attempts tonight. Shot 45% from the three-point line. But how about this? 39 assists in the game. They had 44 field goals.
They'll be home Thursday night to take on the Indiana Pacers you're watching right now. Meanwhile, 76ers 4-0 since Joel Embiid returned to the lineup, but then he exited the lineup. Yes, load management tonight in Charlotte.
Not load management.
Yeah, they met the Hornets. That's Ben Simmons. He had a huge night.
I don't know why you would say that. It was only 11 of 12 from the floor. Man.
Huge night. J.J. Redick had a night he's never had before, which I'll explain in a minute. Redick, with the feeling early on, went for 27 points. This is Miles Bridges. That's nice. 62-59 Philly at the half. Simmons with a steal.
Just toying with him.
Makes it look very easy.
Makes it look
doesn't
so easy.
Yeah, very easy.
That wasn't a Euro step, though. That was an Aussie step.
This is a little bit of a collision. It's a little concern right here.
Ouch. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Amir Johnson bang heads. Both would eventually get up. Though MKG would head to the locker room. Kemba Walker. Handles, baseline, Wicks,
Burst.
bucket.
Got him.
Jonah Bolden never knew what hit him. Then Walker stepping back, 2 of his 21. Charlotte with the lead there, 197 at that point. Philly gets into finish mode. Simmons cutting for the dunk, 28 points, 8 boards, 5 assists for him. Jeremy Lamb knocks down the corner 3. We're tied at 109. Butler pulls up for 3. He had 23. They do have options at the end of games. 8 seconds left. Lamb drives in and out. Oh, brutal. He had 26, needed 28 to further the game. Philly gets the win 118-114, so they've won 5 in a row. So Redick records his first career double-double, if you can believe that.
What?
In his 827th career NBA game. That is the second longest double-double drought to start a career in league history. Bruce Bowen went his entire career.
He was chasing a triple-double.
And he nearly got the triple-double.
Chasing the triple.
Montrezl Harrell and the Clips lead it by 6. Third quarter next.
Marjanovic the rebound. Why just a guard, not a point guard?
Because of his size and his ability to play above the rim and around the rim. Jimmy, another point guard that can make that play. Fake a DHO and finish with a two-hand slam. Fake the DHO, one dribble, and finish with authority. He's a guard. A very good one.
No shot, wave it away. I think he tried to throw the ball off a Hornet, but it went astray. Hornets basketball, down by 3. Kind of a kooky play here, Del. And he hadn't established himself inbounds yet.
He did that earlier in the year. It was on the sideline. But not enough room to get himself back in bounds.
MKG got it over Marjanovic and in. Hey, crafty. So Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has come into the game and had an impact.
Stopped that quickly before Marjanovic could even react. Smart play.
Redick got it up on the rim. Shot goes begging. Here come your Hornets. Down by a point. MKG lost it.
He's going to do what Dwayne Wade did on the Hornets the other night in Miami. A swim move with the basketball with a euro to get to the left side and shoot a finger roll teardrop.
Minute remaining in our first quarter. Ennis, Redick, Marjanovic, Scott, Simmons, the 5 on the floor for Philadelphia. Hornets basketball. No Joel Embiid being rested tonight by Philadelphia. And Jeremy Lamb gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. This will be the first free throws for Jeremy.
Job of filling the contact, throwing the head back, yelling, drawing the attention, and then throwing it on the board when you anticipate a whistle.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. With those 2 free throws, Jeremy now whispered below 90% at the free throw line on the season. It's been solid across the board. That was a pass to Marjanovic that makes its way over to Redick.
You don't throw it right to him, he's not going to get it.
Friendly roll for Simmons. Most important player on the team for Philadelphia, is it Simmons or Embiid?
Embiid. You're talking about getting out of the Eastern Conference. Nice backdoor cut right there by Frank. And MKG was a nice find. You're talking about playoffs, getting out of the Eastern Conference. You got a big man with a talent, skill level of Embiid. Absolutely is the most important. That's why he's got a load management game off. They know who's important.
Shot clock's off. Redick will get the final shot of the quarter, and he's fouled. MKG didn't mean to, but he fouls Redick. And Redick, who is wonderful at the free throw line, will shoot 3 times.
Yeah, it was a switch right there. You've got to communicate and talk before Redick comes off that screen roll. It was a little that pin down. It was a little bit of late in communication, and that forced MKG to be aggressive because he knew he was late, and his momentum took him right to the shooter.
Redick's second among active players in terms of career free throw percentage, sitting at 89%. Only number 30 for Golden State shoots higher at the free throw line in their careers. He's a free agent to beat. To see what happens with him.
Yeah, signed him to a 1-year deal last year and another 1-year deal this year. So again, I think it depends on how far they go, how they like the team. He won't be on the free agent market long. The way he can move without the basketball, spread the floor, tough competitor, and he can start or come off the bench. Had him coming off the bench early in the year.
This would be nice. Oh, almost. Devontae almost hit it from 60 feet.
Missed free throw by J.J. Redick. You don't see that very often. Shooting just under 90% on the season. Philly up by 1 at the end of 1. And again, no Joel Embiid tonight. Guys, what have you seen from this new iteration of the 76ers that leads you to believe that they could be the team to come out of the East, or do you have more reservations than confidence?
No, actually, I love what I see from him when Joel Embiid's out there. I think, and we saw some of it Sunday against Milwaukee, Embiid is not only the biggest X factor to me for the Sixers in the East, he might be the main X factor for the entire championship chase, Coach. If he can stay healthy and be as effective as he's been, is there a player on any team anywhere that's going to be able to match him, that's going to be able to bring to the table what he does on both ends of the floor night after night in the postseason? Now, we have to see it.
Sure.
You know, I mean, and he's like a lot of guys. Kyrie Irving, We got all these people, even guys who have won championships, that have to show us they can be the #1 guy from the start of the playoffs to the finish. Because the guy who's previously had that title, at least for the last 4 years, is not going to be in the postseason mix. So somebody else gets to fill that void. Embiid might very well be the biggest and best talent to do that.
Where are you on the 76ers in terms of contending viability?
I don't think there's any question, because the one thing about Embiid, to follow up on what Sekou said, there have been big people on teams that have made the teams good, but those big people don't really scare you.
Right.
You go into the game, this guy's not going to get 30, 35 against us. Embiid can do that, okay?
Every night.
If he applies himself, he knows he's pretty good. Now look who you surrounded him with. If he decides he's going to take this team and they want to go deep into the playoffs, this Philadelphia team could be awfully good. It really could.
No question about talent, for sure. That starting lineup is as good as anybody in the playoffs can throw out there. Last year was execution, of course, against Boston that killed them. We'll see if they
And how about
solve
flexibility that they have? Think
Yeah, they
about
do.
what they can do with position.